Live. Oh wait, I forgot to turn on my joins, no! And also to get the chat tab up, hold on. I always forget these things. Alright, well chat's there for now. Right, there. If it's, yeah. I also need to, I never got Audacity up, but I didn't want to. I've completely forgotten what I was gonna, oh yeah. My settings. So I can be joined. Everyone. Alright. Hi. I should probably get the actual code to the server, but this works as well. Oh yeah, I also do need to actually set it so that it's not invite only, because right now it is the invite only. Huh? Like, this is the first mini-game I've kind of come up with. Also, it is slightly off-center. Also, I think it might be a bit too far, like, apart. I'm gonna have to basically, for this... I think in like an hour I probably created that, which is just a recreation of that, mostly. I haven't done the back walls, which I can fill in. One thing I am going to have to do, though, first, is to clear all items. Okay, now that items are cleared, I can manage server, and it's public. I'm gonna actually remove that message. Okay, there we go. That works instead. I'll put the invite link and pin that. There we go. So anyone who wants to join can join. I'm hoping this, like, people actually play this. I don't remember why. I think mainly just because I think it could be fun. I feel like the minecart isn't actually that useful if everyone has a speed coil, but everyone's too slow if they don't have a speed coil. I might just give them red cube. So actually, for now, I'm gonna need to... Alright, here's a Team Red teamer. And... a Team Blue teamer. Now it's already a Team Blue spawner. So I just have to place a Team Red spawner relative to where the Team Blue spawner is. Which I think... oh, it's here. Yeah, okay. Huh? Okay, alright, here we go. It wasn't there, it was there. Okay, so now there's two teams. Next thing I have to do is make these walls. Oh, it's NC external triple window wall. Okay. There it is. I haven't set up, like, weapons or anything yet, I've just set up the base. I do plan on also putting, like, some other stuff around. Anyway, is this the right type of wall? Yes. I don't remember if this one... Yeah, it's supposed to be like this already. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna need to spawn in a bunch of these because I did not get a utility hammer out. Also, if you're wondering, this base plate is really high up. It's not quite high up enough. Hold on, I can actually show it. Basically, what I did is I bridged out to a tower. I'm not going to be able to see it actually. Hold on, let me get... Actually, I don't want to get no clip because then I'm going to have to research this. But basically, I got to a tower and just built up from there. Because I tried building on top of the invisible wall, but it kind of bugged out the player. So that didn't work. Anyway, I've got a bunch of these. I just need a utility hammer, and I can get solid. I never give my utility hammers full durability. Also, I need a fusion coil. But yeah, for most of this stream, it's just going to be about actually getting this all built. So I need to move those out there. Also, it's a very warm day right now, so I'm keeping my window open for now. Oh. Come on. There we go. Took a second to work. Ooh, actually... I don't like how that's in there, but it should fix itself. It does not look like it's fixed itself. I think I rotated it or something. Unless that's normal. I don't know how to try removed events. So, like, I haven't been able to try them. I've just been working on this. I mean, I could try and see if it works, but... how do I get this? I've almost finished making the bases, and then I can start making, like, tools and whatnot. I might have to close my windows later just because of the birds. But there are some issues, I think. The bases are quite far apart. Maybe a bit too far. Okay, actually, like, I do want to check. So I'm gonna leave quickly and see. Because I've tried to do this a few times, but I've never really worked out what it is. Nah. I do have to delete server here. I don't want to get rid of Funland yet. So, unfortunately, the recipes server has to die. Come on. But, like, if I go into here, there's no, like, 3 dots, and I can't really do anything here. So I don't see a mode changer. Hi. Cause like there's the 3 standard game modes, but I don't really have anything beyond that, and there's no like 3 dots when you build anything. If I go to public servers, it's still nothing. Like, I don't know how I would be able to do it. Alright, for now, I think I'm just gonna go back to... get back to making this. I gotta continue making this. Oh yeah, I have had to do some bridging so there aren't invisible walls cutting off, like, my building. Anyway, I need to go to red team so I can pick up my stuff. Huh. That's cool. But for now, I just want to build this. I think I'm missing a wall. I'm gonna need to grab one. Where'd all the walls go? Did I use every single one? Alright. I was thinking of trying to make murder mystery, but then I realized that I can't. Now, I need to come back to blue team, actually, to see what structure is being used over here. I think it's triple pillar. NC external triple pillar. Alright, gotta set it to max HP, which I think I did with the other walls, hopefully. And there's two of them. Anyway, I do need these as teleporters. Alright, there we go. It's working! And also they cut off the problem now. Let me just make some more of these, just in case. Like, some of the names of these things. NC external triple window wall F1 F2 window. Like, these names. It's so much. I believe that's right. Yeah. I'll know by the time I've made it the whole way. Also, it takes quite a while to make the grass stairs there. It kind of doubles as like stairs you can walk up, jump up here, you can also climb up it. I was actually going to make a video that was basically just a tutorial on how to make a grass ladder, but then I never bothered to Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Anything but this. Ah, I see the problem. It's like 1 off. Well, you know what time it is. Also, this was not the first time I built this. I actually built like a large portion of this before, but had to rebuild it. So I've had to build a structure kind of like this almost 3 times now. Because there was a time I built it higher up, but there's nothing up there anymore. Because it turns out that you can't actually spawn up there. Not without like bugging out the game. So these are basically the bases, done. I do need one more thing actually. NC external pillar, I need 4 of them, and then I've got everything. I actually do also want to put, briefly, this is just for now because I really need to be able to actually travel quickly between these 2 areas. So now I can teleport. Okay, so yeah, back corner, not quite the back corner. Yeah, that's how I did it. I think I measured it based on how it went across the light. So that worked. It's not quite even, I don't think, but it's fine anyway. Yeah, there we go. That works. It looks nice. So this is the main thing. I think I should probably make some sort of barrier that players have to break through if they want to get into this. It would be nice to make a guardian of some sort, but it would only be very temporary. Because as soon as it's dead, it doesn't respawn. I can't actually, like, respawn entity. Actually, I want to check something on Discord quickly. Yes, I have the right capture, okay. Because I remember, like, suggesting sandbox items. Yeah. Oh, there's a fly in my room now. That's fine. But, I was supposed to basically... I know I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I never really got around to doing it. I think I am also going to mess around a little bit today doing, like, other things, but I was supposed to stream yesterday, I never really got around to doing it. I don't remember why, but I just didn't. So, I think I'm mostly done with this. I want to build a spawn. It's going to be a bit difficult, actually, to build a spawn. I might have to use a grass base plate or something. Actually, I know where I can build spawn. It's actually a good spot to do it. Initially, I was going to make some sort of underground area where players could go, but there's not really much to do here, so I'm going to build it here, actually. What is... Yeah, so it's roughly here. I'm not sure what kind of walls I want for this, though. Any wall that's tall enough to get to that. I think it's either a seawall or an NC wall. What about internal? How does internal work? What does one of these look like? Ooh, it looks nice. And it goes the entire way. Without going all the way up there. I'm gonna build it out of this. Okay, so first of all, let's actually get this to have durability. Just so it can't be destroyed. And I need to make sure I have enough of them. I don't know if players will fall back to neutral team after, like, anything happens. I might put a neutral team like thing at the back of the bases, just in case they want to swap teams or something. Okay, so that's all the walls I'm gonna need. I'm gonna use stone barricades to kind of measure distance here. Okay, it's a little bit off. I don't know why it's off. Okay, no, that's actually correct, yeah. So it's more or less from this central point. I think I'm gonna go about 3 stone barricades of distance before I place one. And I'm gonna see how that looks. Okay, I'm gonna want to do it like that then. One, 2, 3. I am also gonna have to light this area up a bit, so it doesn't look like this. I am also gonna have to make sure that these link up properly, which I hope they do. Where's the center? That is the center. Uh-oh. Oh, that just pushed them out of the way, it's fine. I'm gonna have to move so many of them. Why did I make so many? This is a mistake. I'm gonna close the windows. It's too much. I'll be fine though, because no one's home, so I can keep my door open. So I just realized that the room is going to be a little bit longer than it is like wide, but that's fine. That's overlapping. I gotta change that. Is that good? Nope, nope. I was thinking something was gonna be wrong with it. And there's a fly in my room. I am also gonna have to make a flooring for this later. There we go. This is the basic idea for what this all looks like, what it's gonna look like. See, because this is the problem. I'll try to fix this, and I hope it will work. If not, I can kind of simplify its shape, or its dimensions and whatnot. Like, for example, I can shrink it here, and that will still work. I almost deleted the entire base plate. I wonder if anyone's here yet. No. That line up? Does in fact line up. Oh wait, the way I'm supposed to do— wait, no, this works. Okay, I think my ears have gone a bit weird, but that's fine. Let's just keep on building. That's in the wall, and that is not. Okay. As soon as I can, I'm gonna add lights to this, because it's so dark. Now this is the problem. Is that in the air? Okay, new plan. It doesn't actually matter if it looks wrong, because no one's actually gonna see it built like that. So I can actually build it out like this if I want, because no one's actually going to see the outside. And it works! To be honest, I probably should have measured it in the walls themselves, but that works. I do need a way in. Uh-oh! Look at the floor! I didn't realize that it was like that. What is this structure again? NC internal wall. So I need an NC item. I guess there wouldn't be an internal floor. Here's the NC floor. I want to see if this actually lines up, though. It does not. It's actually very unfortunate. It's so close to lining up, too. It does actually shine a light, though. It might be worth it. Oh, no. Wait. No, it fits. It fits. That is perfect. Okay, this is what I'm going for. Okay, let's build that to 9 million. Yes, just 1 second. I can do that if I just make an excess of NC floors. I'm not sure what that sound was. Okay, I think that's enough. Here's Cryo's body. It's like an actual Cryo. It can also be dismantled to create all of Cryo's body parts. I'm not sure why Cryo's other leg is so much stronger than Cryo's leg. It's twice as strong. But yeah, you get all these items. You can't equip all of them because there's actually like 5 of them. Wait, that's 6. But like as armor, there's 5 armor pieces. Yeah. I'm wondering if I should do it like that. I'll see if that's a good idea. I can actually pack up the wooden structures. Oh no, the stone barricades, as they're not necessary anymore. Doesn't line up. I don't agree with this. Oh wait, it doesn't line up for obvious reasons. What if I just pushed the walls back a little? That would work too. What the? Oh! I was wondering why I could hear the minecart. Someone's here. I think a 3x3 room is actually pretty good. So I will... Wait, yeah, no, it's built in the way it needs to be. Yep. It does technically have the corners, but that's fine. I prefer it this way anyway. Where did the walls go? There they are. The building of this room did not go as I expected, but I actually still like it. I don't have a roof that I can put up, so the roof is just going to be grass. So how's the other player doing? Oh, they're on the minecart. Hold on. What? Oh, I didn't realize. I forgot to look at chat. It took me a while to build all of this. Any item givers? I haven't gotten to making actual item givers yet. All I've gotten to actually do is the minecart track and the buildings. I'm making a spawn room so people can get on teams, then I should be able to either make item givers or like kind of obstacles around the map and whatnot. I did see a post on the Cube Combination Discord and I remade it. It was like a graph, so I just remade it here. So it's just here now. It can be destroyed. Actually, hold on. I mean, we could do a game. Okay, you know what? There's only gonna be one this time, though. Okay, a red cube. Wait, this is blue team. I've never played Dead Rails, but doesn't that have, like, enemies to fight? I guess you could replace them with players. I can actually demonstrate what a game of this is like. Wait, no, my base. So yeah, the goal is to steal the player's cube. There's gonna be 3 of them, but for now there's just 1. Anyway, Wait. Okay, take those. and I'll take my gear. Okay, now we must fight. Or we have to get the other cube. Wait, I'm not on red team yet, hold on. I'm still on blue team. So I have to defend my cube from being taken. Or go and take their cube, which I'm about to do. And they can't catch up to me because I'm on a minecart. I could give them a speed coil though. So... Wait, really? I haven't heard of that before. I know that if I jump out of my cart... Oh yeah, also, downside to the cart, another cart can come and block yours. Also, you should be able to place structures at some point. I can't get Guardians to respawn for some reason. But yeah, the idea is... It might even be possible to build like base defenses. And I'm gonna go here, climb up. I'm gonna grab this. And now I have the cube. Yes. Oh, I forget your name is also the color. Actually, yeah, you know what? Blue cube. I'm probably gonna lose this fight. I don't know how strong my shield is. Wait, their sword does more damage. I'm also gonna have to make it so that the minecarts have infinite HP at some point. I am actually wondering if a minecart is faster than a coil. I'm not sure. But this is basically an idea of how the game will work. But I will add things like ranged weapons and whatnot, and also weapons you can find around the map. There is a bit of a problem with shields. They're a bit strong, and I can't really set their durability any lower than they already are. There is also this problem. So, the problem with item givers is I can't change, like, the durability of an item I put in the item giver. I'll probably just put wooden shields in, so the players don't have, like, overpowered shield. Actually, what is the strength of a wooden shield? There also needs to be some sort of way to catch up with play. 300? It's still too much. Wait, no, my cube! No! Alright, but yeah, like, I'm gonna have to make some improvements to this. I feel like the impact cube might make this more interesting. And I will make an impact cube. Anyway. I win. I guess. Anyway, for now I will get back to making the lobby. This is just for anyone who spawns in. It's a bit of a mess right now, but I can fix it. Yo. But, like, unfortunately, Pyrolite gear, it would be fun to have, like, shields as a tool you can use, but have them only have, like, I don't know, 100 durability. So they're useful for blocking, but not for long. Because I don't want swords to like instantly kill it. I think the only other option is not to give a shield at all, and to give like a bit of armor instead, which I think is actually a better idea. Anyway, let me utility hammer all of this. I actually have to clear all items. Okay. Now this should fit together. Should add that this definitely should end up working. I haven't really had many issues with making this though, so I mean, how could this possibly go wrong? I feel like Bedwars would be more interesting, but it's also the one that actually requires maintenance every single time. I'd have, like, if I make Bedwars, it's going to require maintenance. Fortunately, I don't think Prison Life would need maintenance. I could just make it, and that would be it. So next I need a ceiling light, because this is not light. It's not light bright enough. That's not gonna work. How about light 2? This should be higher up. And it's in the ceiling. It's very much in the ceiling. So it doesn't really work. Like, how am I supposed to get the light? Is it just there now? That's the base plate. I can't get rid of the light. It's stuck in there. This is kind of like just a trial for what I can make and whatnot. Like, I should be able to make better stuff as time goes on. So it does produce light. It's not a lot of it. And I obviously can't get rid of it, which is also a problem. I think I'm just gonna make light poles. Oh, fuck. This doesn't work either. Wait, it does. Oh, light poles actually do work. Okay, so this is gonna be how I do it. I could also just, you know, place this somewhere that isn't underneath whatever, but nah. I hear a minecart. There is a small problem with the fact that you can literally see, like, the tiny gap, but there's not much I'm going to be doing about that. It might be a bit too bright in here. I gotta make sure this is facing the right way. It is. I could also just make the spawn, like, you know, the main island. That would work too. I think the main thing I'm excited to make is probably something like Prison Life, if I can actually do that, but I need, like, team doors and whatnot. Yes, I am building the spawn for... I forget what to call it. The spawn for this. I'm gonna make some more stuff later, but for now this is what it looks like. I'm through the hardest part, which is basically just making the bases. Now I'm making the spawn. I do think it would be possible to make like a pretty nice looking underground section. It's harder to tell where they wait, no, they overlap here because of the weird, like, bricks. This actually adds, like, detail, like the poles and whatnot, despite somehow... It doesn't make much sense, but it does work. Wait, no, that was super speed. And it's done. I'm not sure what to do about that. You know what, whatever, that's fine. I can't do anything about the ring of darkness in the middle. But I have made the room brighter. Also, I always forget about this, and it's like one of the best items in the game for building. Because I can just get rid of everything. I think the thing about Bedwars is it will require maintenance. This might require maintenance depending on how I build it. And I mean, I'm acting like there are going to be a lot of people playing these, but I am worried that a lot of people just won't. But it would be fun to actually make minigames here that people play. But I need to actually get good at making them first. So I need a team neutral spawner. So basically everyone who spawns in will start off there. Damn it. Also, for Bedwars, like, I'm wondering what would happen if you destroyed someone's spawner, if you would get spawned still in the same place, or if you would spawn in. Basically, if you have two spawners down and one gets destroyed, do you spawn in the other one? Bug egg in stock, what do you mean? I doubt this. There are no bug eggs. I don't get it. Also, chat is, you know, I think chat's just gonna need to sit there now, because there's nothing in that corner. There are, like, a lot of things that appear in this corner, though, which is a little annoying. Like, this side of the screen is just full. So I also need to get used to looking over there. Also, is Cryo's body still out there? Yeah, Cryo's body is still here. Hopefully no one gets Cryo's arm. These walls aren't really clippable anyway, unless maybe head collision clipping, but you need to deactivate head collision. Which side is which? Because if that's blue team... that's blue team's spawn... Okay, so that one is blue team, so it's blue and red. Not red and blue. Blue. And red. There we go. So this is basically the spawn room. I'll probably put a sign to it, but yeah. I'll put the general, like, idea of how to play on this board, just for now. Oh, okay. You know, I can still write on that. So yeah, take the 3 cubes from the other team's base, and each base will have 3 cubes. For example, although it won't be enriched white cubes, those are just the first things that show up every time. So you just use these. I probably won't use enriched red cubes, because otherwise players will just use it for speed boosting. But now, a shop system is not something that I'm going to be very good at making, but a concept I had for this was that obviously you've got your base and that base. You'll be safe in those bases unless, like, you've really been pinned down by the other team. But one of the ideas I had, I need to make sure this is in the middle, because these aren't actually centered. That's the middle. It's weird seeing all this underneath. It's a bit of a mess, but on the inside, like, it looks fine. In fact, on the inside it looks pretty nice. Like, I could do stuff with this. I mean, just don't look at the corners. I'll fill that in, actually, at some point. But for now, it looks a little strange. Anyway, the idea... I mean, the main idea was allowing things to spawn here, but I can't really get anything to spawn here. So instead... if you want to get any resources, or craft or whatnot, you have to go to the middle of the map and bring stuff back to your base. This is basically where most conflict is going to happen. The reason I have this alternating path is if I want to add 2 more teams in the future. Just make it even more chaotic, because 20 players on a team might be a bit much. That's assuming this becomes a full server. It can go there for now. I am wondering if I should put the compactor in like a really, really inconvenient spot, similar to the actual compressor location. You have to do an obby every time you want to get a compressor. What? Really? Yeah, it can sit there. I don't know the distance, so I'm just gonna guess. That's roughly it. Okay, that's a bit closer, but it's fine. I could put them next to each other, but I think this is funnier. Unfortunately, I can't make crates, so I can't get like random loot and whatnot, but I can make spawners. Now, I can't really get items to... I can't teleport items, so I can't really get anything to spawn up here, so I need item givers. That's not gonna work. That didn't work. There we go. Now I need to make sure that these actually spawn when you're standing. Okay, it spawns. Now can this go in? Yes. The idea here is now that you, like, do all of this and this. So basically all the basic things you're gonna need, they're all here. I don't know if this can be edited, I hope not, but it might be possible to edit it, which case I'll have to kind of block it off. I wonder if the bug was fixed. Anyway, this is how you're gonna make, like, the resources. I could also put the white cube spawner out there. Anyway, yeah, this is how you make stuff. As for measuring currency, that's difficult, and does require me to actually tamper with the game every now and then. The game will require maintenance. One idea I had was putting item givers in this room, but they're blocked off by a structure that you're going to have to deal damage to. So the amount of time you spend dealing damage to structures can give you items that you'll need later. So it's a little easier than just actually having to build a lot of items and encourages you to actually use those items. Wait a minute, what happens if that happens? Uh-oh. I just put a random loop-de-loop in the track. But like, there's a lot I could do with this. But for now, like, you go out here to get your stuff. What can I build with these? I forget. So I can make, like, fortune plate cubes, but I can't make weapons yet. I'm gonna need to work out, like, what can be done. I want to make the most obnoxious weapon as well. So, this is the ultimate throwable cube. It seems like it can't regenerate. That's unusual. So if I modify the cube, it doesn't work. Wait a minute, that means limited ammo. I can make a limited ammo item. Wait, ammo regenerate. It happens that means the lower the number, the better. Okay, 0.1. 100. 100. And now... infinite throwable cube. This is gonna be so annoying. Radio should be around the resources. I am considering blue cube and red cube, but because of blue team and red team, I'm gonna have to consider what items go in there now. Because I could make a red cube, or I could make a throwable cube spawner. Oh wait, I just realized something. I really want there to be like an update for Sandbox that allows you to do this, but like modified items like these are very cool. Because you can make a throwable cube that has like infinite ammo regen rate and 100 ammo. So basically its ammo will never regen. It's basically a limited ammo throwable cube, but you can throw a lot of it. So you can run out if you use it for too long. You have to be a bit more careful with how you use it. Or throwable cubes can be used infinitely, but modified cubes can't really go in the item givers. But I do kind of want to put, like, here's the basic stuff, but I want to put other important components, like, in other places around the map, if I can. But I'm gonna need to work out what I can do here. For example, the green cube. I think this would actually be a nice thing to place. But I'm gonna need to... okay, I need to fill my item inventory with, like, item givers right now. There we go, there's 2 more, I guess. So I guess if I was to make a choice... new update. We're adding the green cube. Now you can make healer cubes. I do want to actually make it so that, like, you can heal players, but also, like, not. I forget how you make shields. I think you need, like, a wood cube or a plated armor cube. I don't want shields to be in this game, basically. Because I think shields are a bit powerful. Like... yes, regen coil. That is a bit of an issue. The problem is, regen coil shield, you will not be able to stop the player. Unless you can damage them through that. I don't know how you would. You might need impact, like impact bomb cubes or something. But like, I need some sort of way to disable players being able to get certain items. So I might have like an iron and gold giver, just so players can't get things like copper. So they can't make coils and whatnot. But then I can make like the speed coil available to anyone who like finds it on the map. Also means, like, I'm probably just gonna spread these out randomly. But like here and there you'll have like a bunch of these. So like this is a gunpowder cube, can be used, okay. For a second I thought it was a bad spot. And it can be used to make explosive cubes. Far more useful. But then I need some areas of the map that are like very annoying to get to that can give you like enrichment cubes and stuff. Which means I might actually not allow dirt, but that gets complicated. Basically I need to work out like how to give players the resources they need without giving them too much overpowered stuff. I think if there's anything I'm gonna remove at some point, it's gonna be dirt. But I don't want it to just be like a pile of item givers, that's the problem. Also, I know it should probably be like RGB, but for now it's just like... Oh, I did that wrong. Yeah, that is true. I might have to get rid of dirt. Okay, no more dirt. At least not for now. I'll make it possible to get dirt in another area. But for now, I think access to copper is a bit powerful. Hold on, I need to get in there. So yeah, this is the basic stuff you get, like gold, iron... Wait, hold on. Are these dispensers good? I have to stand a little close to them, but they do work. Of all things, copper was the item that was too powerful. Actually, instead of hiding copper or dirt somewhere on the map, I could hide, like, a coil. But, like, I do want other copper-based items to be available, like caltrops and stuff. In fact, I think in some areas, like, closer to the player's spawn, I do want to actually add, like, item givers for things like caltrops. Just basic ones, though. I do need to find some improvements to this, of course. But for now, this is the basic idea. And I want it to be a bit more than basic, because right now this does not look that good. There is one other item I should probably mention. So let me just place it down. This is an actual item. It's an actual thing in the game. This game mode was actually supposed to be built around that item, but, like, I do actually want healer cubes to be easy to get, because I do kind of want to encourage, like, teammates healing each other. So I might get rid of shields, if I can. Preventing the creation of shields, I think, is a good idea. Oh, and here's my collection of, like, ridiculous throwable cube experiments. Like this one, that just doesn't work. The compressor might not even be that useful, because the only thing it's used for is making, like, the explosive cube, and I've just made gunpowder over there. But basically, I want players to work in some capacity to get certain items. I also want both teams to have, like, components for useful items. So if you want to make, like, a very powerful item, you need to go somewhere else. But that would be a bit annoying. Ice cubes. Are you trying to make it? Oh yeah, you are. You'd also need a rock cube, though. Alright, I'll make an item giver for ice, for now. I'll have to work out which of these I'll have to remove later, but for now, this is fine. Yeah, actually making, like, a life cube. Wait, life cubes in this would actually be very interesting if I could make them. But, like, I need it to be that if a life cube is obtainable, it needs to be very difficult to get. But I can't just make it be like you need components and whatnot. I need there to be an actual, like, obstacle to getting to it. I should probably work on, like, actual things, so I'm gonna... You know what, I'll just keep that there. I want to get the large grass half wedges and work with these for a bit. Just want to dump some around and whatnot. In fact, I should probably start clearing some of these islands out. Also, here's some of the, like... Yeah, they're quite old. So, I'm gonna quickly... Because there are still invisible platforms that make this a problem. I have realized, by the way, for Bedwars, I'm probably not going to be using these islands as, like, actual islands. So instead I'm going to do the same thing, build above, and work from that. Anyway, I want to clear out some of these islands. Not actually finish them, but just bridge to them so that I don't have to deal with them later. So it's probably just going to be like 7 islands that I'm going to do. So this is the third one. Just bridge to this and get it done. And now I'll bridge to those two. Ooh, Minesweeper. I need to resist the urge to play Minesweeper though. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, copper is actually like a very useful resource now. For, like, the coils and platforms. Although platforms are useless, so it's just coils, really. And... oh wait, I can bridge to these ones as well. So most of the middle of the map is actually cleared out. It's only really the corners that have any problems right now. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of raiders on that island. And I'll bridge out this way. Like, I guess my ultimate goal with this is just to make a minigame that, like, people enjoy playing. Anyway, the crystal is now under attack. There we go, they made it. Good thing it's indestructible. Alright, I've got this entire area kind of cleared out. Actually, is this island cleared? No, not until all the entities are dead. Alright, entity, resource and god. I mean, this works. Wait, what if I just cleared entities? I hope this doesn't kill the other player. Life cube. Like, I want it to be possible to make things, but like, quickly. So like, yeah, that's most of the stuff done. I can actually start like building and whatnot. Infinite platforms just exist there now. Oh yeah, there is actually one other funny thing I want to point out, which is not that team, but... Oh wait, I cleared all items earlier. Basically, I had the cubes, but I also had like a million Azukis just sitting here. Is the stream lagging? The stream has latency, so it's going to be a bit behind, but for the most part it shouldn't be lagging. Oh, I got pinged or something. So no, it's just like a little bit behind. I mean, I hope that's all that's going on. I need like a wedge for stuff like this, like corner wedges. Hey, someone else joined! I can actually set up the minigame. I need an item that can't be crafted into anything, though. Because like, enriched red cubes not gonna work. Enriched cryoid cubes can. What is a completely useless item that can't be crafted into anything, nor used as a structure? This game actually has a fair share of useful items. One of Cryo's limbs. Some copper. I am planning on adding copper or like something else. I gotta keep working on my thing. That is what I'm planning. I'm planning on there being this big area you can explore. I don't want it to be too big though. I'm only just learning. I need to, like, I'm not that good. I want to learn how to get this to work. Actually, I know how to get this to work. Grass Slab Lodge is probably where I want to go with this. Basically, if I want to go anywhere in the direction of raised ground, this is what I want to do. It's funny, I have made some suggestions for the game, and one of the suggestions, in fact, I made like 6 suggestions, and my number 1 suggestion, grass corner wedges. This is why. Like, a grass corner wedge would be so good here. This is still, like, heavily work in progress. Now, there is actually one thing I could do. Now, basic idea. I'm gonna be slapping a few of these around. Go on there. Go on there. 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 And there. And then I just fill these in. And it works. I mean, humans are naturally biased, so there's only so random I can make this. In fact, like, this is starting to follow a grid pattern. I'm gonna have to make it at least as random as I can try. Alright, wait, actually I can, yeah, hold on. I can do this, I guess if anyone wants to help building, I can actually do that. So those are the large slabs. These are the small ones. They look identical, but... Hi. So this should be a grass half wedge. Yep. These are the main three, I mean, I think it would be good to have them next to each other, but yeah, I guess it's hard to tell the difference. So I guess where I go from here is I kind of fill in everything. And I guess also item give a fusion coil I should definitely do. I'll make some other building blocks as well, actually. That's not how I spell barricade. I think it's got 2 R's. Yeah. I am gonna have to actually remove and replace all stone barricades with full health versions. No! Impact cube has been created. Also, hold on. This is too much. I gotta clear this out a little bit. In fact, let me get an item giver for the vacuum cleaner. Since there isn't really much harm that a vacuum cleaner can cause. Oh, wait. It's off. Let me just... I guess that's the one problem. There could be small misalignments. Hi. Oh, that's like... Oh. It's a ramp. I wonder if that could work. Oh, it's a little bit of Z fighting. I might have to actually change this. I can get this to work, actually. One way I am considering on how to make a corner wedge is to kind of overlap the wedges somehow, but it's very difficult to get that to work. I'd have to, like, place it from below somehow. I unfortunately don't know which one was wait, no, that's a regular wedge. So, like, if I was theoretically able to do this... But the problem is I can't. Like, the idea's there, but it doesn't work. Not unless I could place in no clip. Right, this is a mild issue. I do have an idea, actually. It's not nice, but it does work. I don't know, because, like, there is supposed to be, like, a limited inventory space in this game, and I can't change inventory space back. I can give Pack and... Like, I can't give Admin Backpack, but I can give Pack and... I can give Pack and Container. But that's, like, the best I can do. I could probably do Backpack as well. Alright, so an idea I have, and it's not my favorite, but it definitely does work, is to use a plated gold sheet. Now, I just need to be quite precise. It's going to be very difficult to get this to actually work. So first I need to actually find a way to line it up, which is quite difficult. I can't do this for everything. That's the problem. Damn it, it's off. It's very slightly off. It's also gone too far. But like, this is the idea. This is how you make a corner wedge. It's extremely difficult, but it can be done. It's just gonna look a little bit off when you finally manage to do it right. So hard to align. A single pixel and it's like gone so far. I think that's honestly the best I can do at this point. I'm just hoping there isn't too much Z fighting. Like, there's a tiny bit there, but it's very hard to see. This is basically how we make a grass corner wedge. It kinda works, it kinda doesn't. Technically speaking, you can fill in this little wedge if you can get it right, but this is extremely annoying to pull off. I think I'm just gonna stick to doing like full wedges. Huh? Alright, so I'm gonna need to put all that stuff out there. I'm gonna work on, like, grass half wedging everything. Like, this is why I need corner wedges. It would be so much easier. Uh-oh. I might need to move something. Grass half wedge lodge. Because like this just causes issues. It would be nice to have a structure like that, but it doesn't work. I think there's a mild overlap there, but it doesn't break anything. Wooden item giver. Oh yeah, there isn't wooden item giver. I don't remember why I did that. I think that was for like shields. Whoa, that's cool. And then there's my creation. I'm glad that corner wedges can be made, but it's a very annoying process. Because I feel something could be made out of these two random spots that I filled in. But it's quite difficult to get working. Plate on armor, I could do that, but I feel like that's quite strong armor. Oh yeah, you actually can't just make it. I don't want the entire, like, challenge of this to be about making things. I want it to be possible to, like, do other things as well. Like, it's more about searching around for items rather than making everything, so for the most part you'll be given, like, much later components. Like, instead of being given, gold cubes and stuff, you'll be given, like, wealth cubes. I do also want there to be some areas where you're able to, like, look over. Kind of like walls and such. So, like, you can hide behind it and shoot. I do kind of want to make stuff like that. I'm gonna make a bunch of spare grass half wedge lodges, and then just... Basically though, the idea is you can rush while players don't have much gear, or you can go in when player... Or you can, like, set up and get a huge amount of gear. And your success and failure in either of those things just depends on how the game goes. If you actually succeed, then you already have an advantage, having the first cube, but it depends. So that's all the stuff I need. I'm gonna get more slabs. Like, I could make this as like a wall that you can go up. Sort of raised ground and stuff. Wait, this is what the barricades were for. I made the barricades for this specifically. Yeah, this is what barricades were made for. I'm gonna need as many of these as I can grab, actually. No Roblox. No, I think it's fine. I mean, Roblox has shut down a few times before. I just kind of do other things when that happens. I have an idea. Once again, infinite health barricades. Oh, slightly off the edge. I'm gonna have to fix that again. It's hard to tell when it's green on green. That works. Okay, there's another way to fix this. I hope. I don't know. It's confusing. I always think that games that are super popular aren't necessarily going to be that good. I think it's just because they're more specifically built for, like... I don't know. I think when a game is more specific, it has potential to be a lot better, but only for certain groups of people. Anyway, this is the idea I have. You can kind of shoot over the walls and whatnot, although you are a little short, so you'd have to climb up a little bit and shoot. Basically, you've got these little defending points, and this is how you do it. It's also over there, kind of. I mean, that's just the building. Also, you can shoot directly into the spawn, so... Not sure how to feel about that. Also, of course, everyone gets their caltrops, which they can bring back to the base to defend the cubes. I will make it so that players can actually bring structures. Example, a wooden barricade does not have much health, which is why I am actually potentially... Wait, what? Whoa! Wooden barricades have changed design. It looks nice. I remember the old wooden barricade was like a few planks. This is actually a lot nicer looking. I'm gonna need some, like, actually, like, super massive hills. Okay, I'm gonna build the super hill. Which means I need... Oh, these are the small ones. I have a few ideas. No, that was regular slabs again. Now, if anything, this is going to be where you get the valuable stuff. If you can climb to the top of this. And the reason why I say that is because it's not going to be super easy to get up to it. So this is where you get the good stuff. I prefer YouTube, but I plan to be more... Like, obviously, I want to stream stuff, and then turn those into videos. But, like, I do all my editing and stuff, so I'd go for probably YouTuber. So I'm gonna make a mountain. That's where I'm going with this. It is weird that everything is grass, but this is, like, the only thing I can build out of. Unless I built out of just stone barricades, but that would be not the greatest idea. I might want to move all of those. I don't care about using them, but I still need to make sure they're out of the way. Oh, it's a little bit flattened on this side. I'm gonna have to extend it. Hi! I'm working on a project for a minigame. It's going pretty well. This player's helping me. So I wonder what's going on with this. That is actually, like, really well designed, I'd say. Like, it actually looks pretty nice. Oh! Yeah, I like this as well, actually. Like a little bunker. Wait, how did they do that? Oh, they must have made a new one. That's not where I placed one of the slabs, probably. I was thinking because there's no utility hammers. I've got the only one. Okay, so I'm gonna make this slightly larger. I'm gonna try to make it kind of long. Hey. Hi. Oh yeah, I'm blue team now. What other teams are there? I think there's like every team. Yes. Where are they? Actually, let me bring them fusion coil. They're on red team. I don't know where red team is. I need to make some indication of what red team is and what it looks like. Quickly take the minecart. Yeah. Alright. There's that building blocks over here. Alright. Okay, what's the button? There it is. Huh? Huh. I'm confused. Anyway, I'm gonna keep building this mountain. So, I need more grass slab lodges, potentially. I want this to be massive, actually, yeah. There's gonna be a massive mountain. But for this to really work, I want to shorten it on this side a little bit. I could make the mountain using wedges, or I could make it using just basic slabs. But I don't think I'm going to go with that approach. And another player joined. I think this is just a random player, but I'm not sure. Actually, I wouldn't be able to tell. A lot of players display name themselves Cryo. Hey. There they go. Off to red team to steal the— wait, are they actually playing the game? Yes! Alright, so this is the basic idea for the structure and what it's going to look like. Maybe I could get this turned into like an actual like mini game or something, like in the Discord server. I got Cube. We gotta bring it back. Oh, they're bringing it back. Wait, they actually took one. Oh my god, they're playing it as intended. I honestly thought someone would just pick up all the cubes, but... Alright. Oh. Well, I was gonna join blue team, but... wait, I'm already on blue team. Alright, I can start actually working on building up the... wait, I've been using grass slabs. Grass slabs are built for half wedges. I'm using like actual wedges. Oops. I'm using the big ones, basically. I'm gonna need to make it so there is like an upper platform that you can get to. Ah, I coughed. So, the important thing here is you can't actually go up wedges. So the only way you can actually go up is if I put small slabs inside of the wedges that you can jump off of. You can also then slide down the mountain. So yeah, the basic the basic idea is if you want to get the useful items, you're gonna have to actually go up. Cube Destroyer breaking gravity, yeah, they do kind of do that. Mountain grass. I could make ooh, a cave. Actually, you are completely right about that, and I know exactly where to do it. I can do it here. Ah. This could be the entrance. That is actually very good. It's both a hill and a cave, and you can get items in both sections. I could make it so the entrance to the cave's a little raised so you can go down. It's gonna be a maze. I do actually need to get something. Grass block large is what I need. These will replace the half slabs. So I'm gonna need to put utility hammer in an actual slot now. Old boss, what do you mean? Okay, so now I place in like the very big blocks. So I forgot these existed. I need to do like a lot of editing today. I've gotten through some of it. What I got through was the stuff I was supposed to get through yesterday. I could just double stack the slabs, but that would probably take up more, like... There's not an entity limit, I don't think, but it would take up, like, a lot of everything, really. I only need to do the outer edge, actually, because this is going to be, like, hollowed out. Oh, I tapped it, but yeah, it takes a second. But yeah, no, you can ask about like the old boss. I wasn't expecting to suddenly start building a mountain, but this is going well. Okay, I have grass. You have the large grass blocks. These should help. I should probably make item givers for these, actually. The two main components of this building. Alright. Just move those along. The cave... I could try to give it like a stone interior, but that would be very difficult, like using stone barricades and whatnot. Oh wait, I know how to fix that. So with grass blocks... Alright, hold on, I need a wedge for this actually. Ah, I need a wedge. Shit. Oh no, a slab. I need a large slab. Yeah, I probably won't need to use like stone walls for like interior and whatnot. Anyway, there we go. I should probably give them a utility hammer. I trust them to use it. I wonder if I've changed like server settings so they can't even use it. Probably not. Secret loot. I am wondering what the interior is going to look like. For now, I want to try and work on the exterior. Basically, I want to like make a small kind of platforming section, and if you can get to the top of it, you get an item at the top of the mountain as well. It's just going to take a bit to make that. Oh wait, I got grass blocks, I need grass block large. Basically, I need this place to look more interesting, and it's actually going well. I think I was actually supposed to do a grass wedge and then a large grass wedge, combine them together to kind of make a more curved section. Kind of like that, actually. Like, I have an actual hill over there. Kind of. trying to make that 3D would kind of fall apart very quickly, but that's just how the game is. Actually, I'm gonna want to move that. Get that in first. There we go. Basically, yeah, like, I want to try and make, like, mini-games and stuff, and I like the direction this is going so far. I'm gonna have to fill in these, parts, I think. Actually, I might not need to. I've been using, like, large grass blocks, but I don't actually need to... I could actually make it so these are slabs again, but I'd have to remove and replace literally everything again, just to make this work. Oh no. I actually should make these slabs. Alright, let's do it again. I hope I don't accidentally, like, forget something and now change my mind again. Wait. No, this works, because it's gonna be, like, the wedges will cover it up. That's the point of this. So I'll get more large slabs and just work from that. I think it's because I didn't consider that there would be an interior, is why I ended up doing it like this. I gotta fix it now. I can continue, like, trying to work on this, I guess, another time, potentially. I don't know how long I can keep going at this. But I want to try and get the mountain done by the end of the stream. That should be, like, the goal. Also, I don't know why I filled that in. I don't think that one was meant to be filled in. Oh. And only 2 more. Okay, there we go, it's fixed. So now I need the wedges. Actually, I should probably clear all entities. Oh no, clear items. Clear items is something I really should run right now. There we go. It's because it's piling up. Spawn something, I need... Grass wedge large, that's what I need. A lot of them. I need to actually get those in now. So keep not putting them in now. I am glad that there's kind of like a kind of grid feature, so I don't have to like line these up perfectly. Because it makes it way easier to build with these. I like where this is going, though. And then... well, let me line this up. I don't think the entire entrance should be half wedges. Oh wait, seeing the interior might cause some issues, but for the most part it will probably be fine. Oh wait, that's why I wanted to use blocks, because this area is going to be a bit short, I think. Unless I use, like, grass wedges, which are smaller. That won't cause as much of an issue, but I think it's fine anyway. I can fill it in if I need to. Okay, more grass wedges that are large, all that. I need more large slabs, I think. So I'll just add more of those, and also blocks. Eventually I'm gonna make a game more based on exploring than actually, like, fighting. But you know what, that works. Well, actually it doesn't, but I mean, I hope it does. Grass block lodge. This is some of the stuff I might end up needing. Oh wait, the entrance was there. Actually, this works still. I am wondering what it, like, if I should do something about this kind of, like, slanted edge. Like, turn one of them into a wedge or something. I could actually... I could keep that and still make that a wedge, so it's kind of, like, very steep on this edge. And that would still work. I think it would actually be better to try and find a way to connect these than... Ooh, actually. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. This could, actually work. I like that. So I'm gonna have to add blocks here, temporarily, so that I can use slabs to kind of fill out this section. Alright. Gonna have to do something about that. I could add a wedge. I think that would work. Though the kind of square part there might cause some issue, but I think I can find a way to make it work. Actually, I know how to make it work. I'm gonna have to remove it temporarily, though. Where is a large wedge? There it is. So add that. Then I need to add a block. And then I line it up properly. I can do that. Now, it looks okay on the inside. What does it look like on the outside? It looks pretty good. We've got a ledge, though. No. I mean, actually, it could work. That could work, actually, yeah. fact, I think that's actually... that would actually work very well. I can try fixing these. I think that... yeah, that's fine. I need my like, structure blocks. Oh, it's offset. Oops. That's fine though, I can fix that. It's only the final placement that matters. I think I need to make the cave, like, a little bit higher up. I should be working on the second layer, actually, yeah. So those are temporary. I'll also have to take my trusty large block and just put it there for now. Oh, that's a large half wedge. Like, the idea I have going right now... I need another block. Okay, the block is back. Okay, actually, this needs to be a half wedge. Then I clear out those, and that. The main thing I don't like is, like, this small section. Given that it goes from this amount of space to this. I could try and add, like, an inverted wedge, but I don't know how to make one. So, I don't think that would work. I'd need to make, like, an upside-down wedge. I might just add some, like, some platforms to it to kind of cave it in a bit. And also platforms on this part. So it kind of closes itself off partially. Kind of like that. Oh wait, there should probably be an entrance on both sides. Actually, nah, I don't care about having it be, like, fair. It's fine. Anyway, the idea from here, I'm gonna have to actually build it out though. Where's my thing? There's my block. I need the block. Ah. And so yeah, it's gonna be like that up here. So it's not immediately possible to get up there. Instead, you're gonna need some of the... Basically, if you want to get up, so you can get stuff at the top of the mountain, but the only way to get up there is to climb up like that. And if you miss, you'll slide down. I should probably, like, do the holding jump test. Yeah, because you can almost clear this just holding jump. But it is possible, if you jump in the wrong spot, to slip all the way back down, apparently. I feel like this does create the potential for a really massive slide. Given that your speed does keep increasing, like, when going down this. In fact, could you control it? You can control your movement on that. You can actually make, like, a slide that you can control yourself on. Okay, the wedges are a little annoying. But, like, I like where this is going. I might have to do something about this. That can also be a giant wedge, actually. Or a half wedge. Grass wedge large. Here's a grass half wedge. No, that's block. So it's either gonna look like, let's test that wedge first. It's either gonna look like that. I don't know if it should be flattening out that quickly. I could put like a half wedge there as well, but I don't want it to be like completely. It needs to be kind of off in some way. So kind of like that could work. I've actually got an idea here. I hope this doesn't cause any problems. It might have caused some problems. Okay, I need a quick kind of base plate to get this working. Just temporarily, I'm gonna need another building segment. Grass wedge. Is that gonna work? It doesn't look like it works. Oh, because it's not cut off like truly halfway, is it? Or maybe it is. That's a little strange. I'm gonna have to find a way to get that to work. Actually, that kinda works. But I think it would be good if I could find a way to put a slab there. Then that. Oh wait, I was supposed to put like a block. Also, I messed it up anyway. Even though I think it made it the entire distance, so it's actually worth doing it like that. Yeah, that makes the whole distance, so I now need a half wedge. Grass half wedge. Yeah, because that looks nice. That actually does work too. I didn't know I could make that. That is the curve. Uh-oh. I think... How long have I been streaming? 2 hours. That's actually been quite a while. I do want to stream stuff like this more often. It was a bit ambitious to say that I was hoping to get like the mountain finished by the end of stream. Because this is going to take a while, actually. Alright, give me more of these half wedges, I'm going to need some of them. Perhaps... pack structure, none of this is working. I need a half wedge. There's a half wedge. Now I need a slab. Another slab. And that kind of works, but I think I want to go with that. Yeah, so I like how the side of this is starting to look. So I am gonna have to fill it again. That probably won't work. Actually, what if I tried to use 2 wedges? I can hear the vacuum cleaner. What if I just use double slabs? It's a bit weird looking. There is a small problem of, like, you can climb some of it, but you can't climb other parts of it. Like, you can't go up here, but you can go up there. But that kind of works, actually. I think it's actually better to use wedges as well for, like, the platforms. I just realized it's actually very easy to get up now because of this. Yes. I actually do need to make more parts. But I think I'm gonna have to do something about that corner at some point. I think I'm probably gonna fill it in with a lot of blocks and slabs. Whoa. I like that. Now, of course, you can't just wall hop this. It kind of would ruin the game once it's ready. I can give Pack and, like... Hold on. Oh wait, my fusion coil isn't equipped. This is only the front of the cave, and it already looks like this. I can't make wedges upside down, so I'm gonna have to improvise. I do like the actual, like, extra detailing. But I am wondering if there's any way to get, like, lighting in, or if that's even... it's probably not even necessary. Like, I feel like in a lot of places there are going to be, like, small misalignments. In fact, this isn't supposed to be here. I kind of filled in, I actually filled in this section just to build up here. And it's a little bit offset, but I think, to be honest, there being offsets in a cave makes sense. I mean, it's a cave. It's supposed to look, like, a little bit off. A perfectly symmetrical cave would be a bit weird. What's going on with the corner? Actually, yeah, that does kind of work. I wonder if... I wonder if I could try shove another wedge in there or something. I think I might have made it worse. Although now you can't go up. I don't know. I like how this is going, actually. I think I need to continue with my general, like, curving here. Just like that, as an idea. So I'm gonna get the grass slab large. I'm gonna need only one. I'm gonna need a large block. And I'm gonna need... I think I'm gonna get all the large wedges done with first. Oh yeah, I think I got rid of the dirt cube giver because it was too powerful. Wait, no, that's just dirt cubes. Yeah, let's put it there. It's offset, but it's fine. It's a temporary dirt cube generator anyway. I'll move it later. Fusion coil can't even jump that. After this, I could just proceed to make like the laziest jump ever. You just have to jump from like this to that. Wait, you can jump off these? Oh wait, no, you can only jump once you hit the bottom. I wonder if that works mid-air though. I could check. Oh, it does work mid-air. You can actually like... Wait. Yeah, it's a bit strange. I don't think I can do it. Okay, I need to get that part. Oh, I accidentally placed it. So I'm gonna have to repeatedly alternate between this and this until the walls are done. Oh, no. Oh yeah, I got up item giver, hold on. So I'm probably gonna end once I reach like 3 hours into the stream, just because otherwise this is gonna go for too long. I might actually... I think it would be fun, like, on cube combination streams to spend like the last bit of the stream just going to random servers and checking out like stuff that's going on. Oh yeah, I think it just ends here. So I will probably, yeah, do that. And I'll work out what to do with this part later. I will probably just use a grass block to fill that in. Actually, you know, that works pretty well. Okay, for now it's just a grass block. That's temporary though. Unless it ends up getting completely covered with other things. Also, I think there was like a 4th player in the server for like 2 seconds. What? What is it? Yes. I remember being told it when I was doing the cubic stream. Alright, there's a 4th player. Purple has joined the game. I don't think another like major structure should be built. Like, I don't think much more than the mountain should be made, because the mountain is taken forever. I did not expect it to take this long. But it's actually turning out way nicer than I thought it would. Plus, I thought the platforms on the side would look a bit weird, but I think the wedges actually look like kind of detail. It looks nice. No. Actually, I've spent all this time, like, making structures, or helping with making the structures. I need to find a way to make the gameplay more entertaining as well. What the? Wait. What? What the? Are they crashing? I don't know what that was. Uh-oh, I made a mistake. I think it's here. Oh, sign. Someone spawned in, saw me, and then, like, disappeared. I'm wondering if it's like... yeah. I'm wondering if it's like... Are they hacking or laggy? I can't tell which of the two this is. Or are they like an admin or something? I've never seen that name. Let me get the wedges. Grass wedge. Wait, these are wedges. These don't work. Grass half wedge. Oh yeah, they are a developer. I could make a sliding game. I actually haven't tested what happens if you put a minecart on a ramp yet. I would assume it slides the same, but it would work like those boxes. Anyway, I just gotta litter it in like these, so you can kind of... I should leave a gap at some point where you can just slide off. Hey, thanks. I need to consider like what this will be like without a fusion coil. Like you're not going to be able to make a jump like that, so you kind of need to pick where you want to go up from. You know, aside from the other actual side that is way easier. Because the other side is way denser. Like you've got all that. I should actually make like a giant slide, but there aren't trip parts in this game, so it doesn't work too well. You know what? I have become sidetracked. I'm making a giant slide. And I'm gonna make it out of half wedges. Okay, those are small half wedges. I need the large ones. Okay, so I'm gonna start with like large blocks. This is how I'm gonna do it. That was misplaced. I've gotten distracted. Okay. Bye. Okay, I've been blocked off by an island. I need to go grab my platforms. I don't know where I put them. Oh wait, I cleared all items, so they're gone now. This is all just to make like a random slide that might get removed. I might just keep it because it will still be there. I'm gonna need the admin sword. Okay, I got myself stuck. One thing I also really need to make sure of is no one ever ends up getting an admin sword, because it can destroy structures of any health. Like, it's a very dangerous item in sandbox, and it can only be obtained in sandbox. Or if you're just extremely lucky in not sandbox. Alright, bye. What do you mean spike? Oh, I assume... What, are you using the item givers? There aren't any spikes on them, unless you're trying to, like, edit them, which I don't recommend. But you have to... If you're trying to spawn an item and it's not working, you might have to position yourself in a certain way. Oh, this is actually a really good island. Wait, I could have bridged from another completed island instead of completing an island. I need to get this off the map. There we go. I need to actually see what's happening here. Oh. I was losing my mind for a second. This is how you put it on Team 0. Oh wait, I'm on Team 7 or something. There we go. So like, people are joining and they are interested. But it will be more interesting when there are like people fighting each other, I think. Because like I can get people to stay for like a minute without there being multiple players killing each other thing. So I'm just hoping it does well when I implement that. I could put like explosive cubes in here or something. Yo, it's another player. I mean, red and blue team can also just kill each other a lot if they want to. What? How are they still not... Did I? Oh my god, I went the wrong way. This is a completed island anyway. I can't believe I went the wrong way the whole time. Okay, I don't need that anymore. So I can leave. Also, like, you know you've gone too far when you've almost went through, like, when you've gone through half a utility ammo just from building. I can't keep using more utility hammers. Okay, so now I can create the slide. I'm gonna need a fourth layer to this. Just ignore that one that's offset, because I am not bothered anymore to fix it. Also, it makes it easier for me to place this next one. Alright. So I should be able to make... Oh yeah, also I need large wedges. Grass wedge large. Oh yeah. I see the sword. Uh-oh. Fight, fight. Wait, what? Oh, okay, somehow I closed the menu. I need to test to see if this is like an actual thing you can do. Because then I actually am gonna have to make the slide 999 miles game. Yeah, question, it's backwards. So, the answer is... No, no! The items. Yes. Actually, I don't know why I'm recording. I should probably only be streaming because I don't think there's like a point to... Oh. You know what? Just put that on. That works. It's not enough. Oh no. I'm really getting desperate here. I'm just gonna add a bunch of these until it's done. This is a bad idea, but it's working. Whee! Okay, it kind of works. Okay, jumping out of a minecart causes it to bounce. It's more entertaining when the player does it. Whee! I wonder if it's possible to jump off of this at any time. It is! You can jump off it. I am wondering though, if you go off this at full speed, no, it kind of goes off a little bit to the side, so you can't lead it into another minecart. But it is fun, like as a concept. I do need to give players a way up there. Or not. Uh-oh. Wait, they actually made ice and fire swords. Oh, one of them doesn't have a fusion coil, hold on. Oh, the fusion coil got blocked off, that's why. No. Well, there's your fusion coil. Cause like, I remember there's like a PvP game mode, but it's like admin only. But, so, my goal here is to make like a PvP only game. Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna make an SMG spawner in both the teams' bases. This is a bad idea, but for now the game is in early development, so... You know, this is like the worst idea I could possibly have. I could just give like both players throwable cubes or something as a weapon. But no, I'm going all in. By the way, these things free shot players. So I should probably also give wait, that's not how that works. Item giver. Alright, so yeah, you've got the armored vest and... Oh wait, I can teleport. I forget, I made this. What? Have I broken something? Wait, no, I'm on blue team and I can't travel to blue team. Oh, I went to this team manually, so it doesn't work. I don't think anyone's taken note of the SMGs. Oh, I never added houses to the first island. Oh no, I never added houses to the second base. Oh, that's backwards. Let's just fix that. Oh yeah, I have just realized that some of the cart tracks might end up getting shot. I'm gonna have to remove those concrete platforms at some point. Actually, this is worth watching. They're just both on minecarts. Nope. Now this is what I was hoping for. It's very slowly making it. Now this is what I wanted. I was supposed to build the game around this, but then I liked the idea of like being able to gain an advantage by getting resources out here. But I think it would be fun to give players the gun. They win! Blue team, is that blue team? Red team wins! Let's go! Also, I could never actually build anything up here because it kind of breaks. If I go like this high, it just breaks. But yeah, now they both have guns. I should get involved, actually. What team am I on? Alright, I'm on red team. Or blue team. Oh, the spawners are a little off. As long as you're staying close to them, they work. What? Minecarts have not done that to me before. Apparently, don't enter a minecart in first person mode. Things do break. Oh, just don't equip an SMG when... Whoa, holy shit! Okay, so don't equip an SMG when in a minecart. Otherwise this happens. Whoa, what the fuck? How much damage is that? Is that 4 damage? Wait, hold on, let me check something. 9 damage. This is why I want to make prison life. Like, this is how prison life is made. I am glad that a single steel chestplate actually does, like, most of the work in terms of protection. Like, bullets still do significant damage, but you only need one piece of armor to, like, fix the problem for the most part. In fact, if I give players, like, a steel chestplate and steel leggings, I won't need the entire crafting section in the middle. But I do want there to be something valuable in the middle, some way you can gain an advantage. Because, like, I don't want it to just be, like, all of these players have guns, all of these players have guns, and it's just an endless stalemate. I want there to be some sort of choice or advantage that you can get in the middle, but I don't know what you could get. You could get, like, a speed coil or something. I have 1 bullet in that thing. Okay, they don't even have a fusion coil, so I gotta be fair about this. You know what? Hold on. I'm on Team Green now? This does actually still mean I have to get, like, the SMG, but whatever. Team Green spawns in the cave. I can actually do that. No, I shouldn't. But, like, there needs to be some way to get this stuff to work. Potentially, I could try to see if there's, like, a way to make players spawn in different places, depending on, like... Bap, bap, bap. But yeah, this is why I made the walls indestructible. It's because if they weren't indestructible, things would go pretty poorly pretty quickly. Where is everyone anyway? Are they both in there? Oh, they are. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to give players speed coils so they don't jump so high, but still have, like, actually decent speed. Because I think this is actually good movement speed for, like, a shooting game. Basically, I want to find a way to get, like, a balance between melee and ranged combat, but if you have a steel chestplate and, like, an SMG, swords aren't going to work. Oh, I was going to try to use my thing, but it's facing the wrong way. See, like, 30 damage is a bit much. The walls are indestructible. Okay, it is pretty hard to aim, actually. And then I just go up here and... Wait, I know how I can do this. Everyone gets SMGs, yeah. And it's a very easy way to destroy things like walls and stuff. What? Wait, hold on a minute. Let's get an obsidian, so this works. Where's the hit detection on this thing? So, that's how it works. That's interesting. Barricades can't be destroyed. Ah! I was wondering how long it would take before they shoot at me. Ah! But yeah, this is the idea, except with like 10 times the amount of players. I think I could make this work, SMG only as like a concept. I'm gonna teleport back to blue team. There aren't any cubes yet, I'm gonna have to get that working. Actually, I can do that now. I could also just make it like just an FFA game where you just kill everyone anyway. But, what team is this? This is blue, so... Okay, here's blue team's cubes. They're not that good looking, actually. Oh wait, let me just travel to red team. So, I think I have an idea. The way you kind of get this to work is if you get to the middle of the map, you can bring back certain resources like barricades and walls and stuff. So if you want to, you can make healing items and also structures. So the fighting still goes on as normal. Potentially even upgraded armor, but I don't think that's the plan. The plan would more lean towards being able to go out of the main area of the map. Perhaps you could get an extra piece of armor, like steel leggings. Or it's specifically copper armor, like its first level. Like I could actually weaken the armor. But then, you know, you can... In the middle of the map, you could get things like barricades and caltrops to kind of defend here. And also, weapons that can actually destroy barricades. Like impact cubes. Actually, I have an idea. Oh, someone's on. Hold on. I have an idea, actually. There's an item that actually is almost never used. There's an item that's almost never used because it's completely useless in actually creating. There's a structure that's completely useless for like fighting because of how long it takes. But in this game mode, since SMGs don't deal damage to structures, the main thing a bomb cube is good at is destroying structures, and normally that's not a good thing. I missed. Okay, it's not as easily throwable as I thought it was. It also takes... Okay, its range is actually pretty big. But that would be a good way of dealing with structures. Not necessarily making them, but instead finding them somewhere, like in the cave. It's a lot of damage, but if I get powerful structures, it would actually kind of work. For example, the reinforced concrete wall has a shit ton of health. Destroying one of these would actually take forever. Because it's bulletproof. And, you know what? I need to actually put into perspective just how... What do you mean add parry? What is parry? Do you mean like being able to block? Because you can't block bullets. Actually, now that I am adding SMGs, I might be able to add shields back. as like a concept. Although I remember like hearing something before that's like, name one example of a game with a riot shield that's actually fun. Where it's actually fun to deal with a player who has the riot shield. So, if I'm going to add shields to this game, first of all, durability, second of all, very small amount of durability. Anyway, I should put into perspective how annoying it would be to break one of these. So maybe my limit in terms of this would probably be like... Actually, I probably should lean towards like, I don't know, 2000 HP at most. Railgun. This is kind of put into perspective just how difficult these things are to destroy. I had 2 railguns. Okay. Because, like, a single bomb cube now, not nearly enough to destroy one of those. 700 damage, not enough. I need to make sure that these actually have, like, max health. Like, infinite health and whatnot. It's infinite. That should be good. I need to modify my own health for this, just so I don't die. Wait, who's that? What's that? Oh, oh, it's that player. I didn't read the top one. Okay, so I'm on Team 5, which is Red Team. So I've maxed out my health because of how volatile the railgun is. I'm actually going to lower the volume quickly. A lot. So, one small problem is this is the amount of effort you would have to go through to destroy a reinforced concrete wall. Okay, that was faster than I thought it was, but each of these things does like 2000 damage. Okay, it does 700. So like, you have to do a lot of that. Basically, railguns are ridiculously powerful. But I'm not adding railguns to the game, because... wait, hold on, I need to actually show why I am not adding railguns to the game. This is why. There is no weapon in the entire game that you should be able to fire this far. As in, you can literally hit the other player's base. Like... You can hit the other player's base from there. Wait, no. No, no, no. I just realized something. Oh, what have I done? What? Wait, how did it survive? The minecart survived. A single one of those things would have completely destroyed. You can't... Yeah, I probably can. The railgun is a funny item, though, because you can just kind of like... I gotta find a way to make a minigame involving this item. The only problem is it's limitless in how strong it is. You can't even limit the ammo. Like... I think it would be slightly more fair if you could, like... If you could only fire it once every now and then. Basically, if you could fire it once every now and then, and its range was like, I don't know, that... Not, this... The railgun is overpowered in every aspect, and that's what makes it so funny. It does the damage of an impact bomb cube. It's an impact bomb cube that you can throw this far and that fast. And you can throw a lot of them. And there's no limit. That's an island, but yeah. Like, there is no limit to how many of these things you can throw, which makes it really funny, actually. Okay, that was mean. Also, I accidentally destroyed the minecart. I'll fix the minecart at some point. Well, for now the minecart is broken. Also, I need to check a server setting. Manage server. No, that's the wrong thing. I need to go on permissions. No. It is... Manage roles. The default role, you should... I mean, there's no way anyone can generate islands. But yeah. Interactive items is an interesting one. Spawn bosses, I mean, I doubt anyone's gonna achieve it, but sure. Place structures. Actually, I think I'm gonna go for that, yes. Most structures you make, you're gonna want to put over there, though. Like, to block off the cubes and whatnot, like, make it harder to get into the base. Interactive structures. I am gonna want to add, like... I don't want everyone to have a admin backpack cube, but I will add admin backpack cubes to, like, if I make a game like Prison Life and stuff. And also, I guess, Bedwars. Just for the concept of, like... You know, it's a game that has, like, full inventory and whatnot. Spawn items. Allow players to spawn items such as starter packs or user-generated items. Nah. Give everyone the ability to kick. Join server. Allows players to join the server without an invite. Absolutely. I keep forgetting that's a thing. Use cheats menu. No, because if they had the access to the cheats menu, you know what? Actually, you know what? I think it's time. Here's a cube destroyer. It's finally time. Oh. Wait. Oh, I get it. I get it. How do I make it hostile? Okay, hold on. I need the FFA team. Spawn something, item... FFA teamer. I'm gonna quickly step on... Does this work? Alright, well I should be on the FFA team. What kind of number is that? Oh, that's like a really large number. Basically, it's a number so large that no one could ever end up on it, but that also means that... Hold on, I need to check something. Okay, so I can't injure them. Please don't shoot me. I do actually want to make it... I can only do this when I'm either in the server or when someone I really do trust is in the server as well. So, whenever I am not building, and this has been, like, finished, I might actually add an occasional boss. The problem is boss drops. I don't want it to be like players get Cryo's arm and whatnot. It would be too powerful. So, like, there needs to be some sort of reward, but I don't want there to be, like, anything too powerful. So I think before I started stream, it was this, and of course that, you know, the graph. So I had this, and in the time I've been streaming, me and a bunch of other players made this section part of a mountain, and it's looking a bit nice. Raider Brute and Cube Destroyer, that would kind of work, but I still feel like there's got to be a way to make a more interesting boss. Unfortunately, Forsaken Blade probably won't even work at all, because Forsaken's Blade will just travel back to spawn and be inaccessible, because they can teleport. I also need to find a way to get the enemies to be hostile, because they don't seem to be working right now. What if I did this? Entity... Okay, Cube Destroyer. They've touched the teamer. What team are they on now? Manage Entities, Cube Destroyer. Still Team 1. Nope. So bosses don't work. Actually, hold on. Manage Entities. I'm on Team 1,000,000. Manage Entities. They're on Team also 1,000,000. That's confusing. I thought I was on Team 7 when I was on Red Team. is Cube Destroyer, Team 2. Huh. Weird. Oh yeah, so that does work. If these items have been spawned in, you can't get duplicates of them unless you make duplicates. Super units. I have been thinking about like keeping a boss in another player's spawn. The problem is the music. Like, it would be nice to just have the regular music or something and not have like the boss music constantly playing. I'm not sure if that could be disabled. I don't think so. I guess you can disable music. It's also the problem of like health bars and stuff. I remember that somehow someone managed to make it rain permanently. Not sure how. It would probably work for this pretty well. Anyway, I need to work out how teams work. I was on blue team for a second, somehow. Let me check green team. Because I need to understand how team numbers work. Yeah, green team is team number 6. So, theoretically, when we go over to red team... Okay, that's blue team, but it still works. Manage entities, I am now on team 7. Spawn a cube destroyer on team 6. Spawn something, entity, legacy cube destroyer, and team 6. They can injure me, but they don't attack. I want to try something. They can injure me, but they refuse to attack in any capacity. Let's see. Huh. Yeah, so that's why it works. Or doesn't work. They can only attack you on the ground. If they're too high up, they just don't fight. I wonder if that works for raiders though, because raiders spawn at a maximum height of about there. And I'm going a bit higher up than that. So let's see. Entity... Ice Minion would be an interesting choice actually. Non-hostile. But I can still kill it. But if I place it there, it attacks me. Okay, weird. So if I teleport up to here, I get trapped in like a teleporting loop and keep getting rubber banded back. If I spawn something here, the AI breaks. That's pretty interesting. So I can't spawn enemies or bosses and actually have them work. Actually, I do have an idea. No, they do not work! So Jesus, those things are strong. Anyway, yeah, I have reached the point in this room where I'm mostly just messing around and not actually getting anything done. Wait, what team am I on? I'm on that team, actually. I don't even have a chest plate, actually. Hold on. Oh wait, I have infinite health. Hold on. Hold on. I just realized something. Critical flaw in my plan. I also need to rid myself of the, like, overpowered items. And also destroy these. I need to get rid of these. Just because they can be used later and will cause problems if they are used maliciously. Actually, I'll get rid of these, but I'm gonna see what happens if I give players the freedom to use, like, stone barricades. I might actually just spawn a shit ton of, like, indestructible ones. Eh? Okay, there's actually one more item I need to spawn. The vacuum cleaner. Now I can get rid of my overpowered items. I can't get rid of no clip, but no one can actually pick up no clip without, like, instantly getting... I don't even remember how to say it. You just get stuck if you try to use it. Okay, let me set my image entities. I'm gonna have to fix the ground as well. Alright, I'm on the enemy team. That's the wrong item. Oh shit. No, not the minecart track. Ah. How are people joining? Actually, hold on, I need to place something else. Item giver... And let's put bombs in it. This is how it works. Oh wait, no, it's not a bomb, it's a bomb cube. I'm just gonna fill my inventory with bombs. I can't believe I've managed to make one of the worst items in the game actually useful. Now granted, you're only going to be able to bring so many of these. Do you mind? It's so loud. I forget that it's global. Ah. Pick it up. Oh, free stuff, free stuff. Ooh. Wait, that's gonna hit the minecarts. Ah. I feel like players die too quickly. I need to give them more armor. The recoil is a bit annoying. Okay, I think that was a bit too much. It was a bit overkill, like... I sense violence. Okay, I need to drop my like... Ah! 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 You'll never reach me. It's so loud, actually. I need to, like, fix that at some point. Also, I need to make sure these rails don't die, because I kind of have made it so they die. Wait, what if I... They'll never suspect. Oh my god! Yes! Yes! My greatest moment. Wait, no, the minecarts! I think I broke them on both sides. Ah. Hold on. I need to check something. Wait, this is blue team. Oh, wait, no, it's red team. Alright, I gotta go. I feel like I need to make players more fragile and less fragile at the same time. Although I am feeling pretty fragile right now. 2 bullets is enough to kill me. Okay, now 2 bullets is... Oh, there we go. Actually, one more fight and they win. I cannot survive another fight against that player. I guess once players die enough, there will be enough steel chest plates that spawn. This is honestly not what I expected. I could make like a very inside like area, but it would probably be like the mountain, just like 10 times larger. How did I win? I am tempted to make like a very inside section where you've got like a maze of different things, but it would end up being like... I guess it would be kind of like the underground war, except you can't destroy any structures. I did actually kind of want to make the underground war, where you're kind of... I mean, that's why I have this. The idea for this was actually to have the upper base. So, like, you can approach from the ground level, or you can approach from beneath. And then I realized the small problem. This is a base plate, there aren't any holes in it. And I could turn the base plate into a massive number of blocks, but that would be very annoying. So it doesn't quite work. Anyway, it's been 3 hours, so I think it's time for me to end soon. I'm gonna need to get rid of the no clip, actually. So I'm gonna void myself. There goes the items. Everyone now has guns and will definitely end up destroying the minecart tracks. Actually, I need to make sure the minecart tracks don't get destroyed. Onward. Ah. I should probably fix the minecart tracks, actually. Okay, I'm gonna fix the minecart tracks and then I'll be done with this. Oh, that means I need a utility hammer. Intersection is the first thing I need. Oh, no. Give it 9,000 health. Or 9 billion, I mean. Actually, that's more than billion, but whatever. I find it easier to just hold down the button for some reason. Okay, there we go. I should probably put myself with infinite HP just so I don't die doing this. There is also nothing stopping like a lot of players from going on one team, which might be one of the small issues with this, but... Wait, no! No! Okay, add short, because it's the only item in the name with short in the name. So, yeah, this is the last thing I'm gonna do, besides probably mess around in random servers. So I should now be able to check. That was the base plate, I think. Cart track short. That's a regular cart track. It's a long story as to why it's like this, but... Once again, infinite health, or as close as you can get to it. I mean, no one's doing that amount of damage in any reasonable amount of time. Okay, and now it's cart track long. Now I can get to the long tracks. I might not bother with the cart spawners at the end, even though, I mean, if players actually end up playing this, I probably should actually fix that part. It's gonna be difficult to know, like, if I've done the right section. Because it can't just skip it. Alright, let's do that again. This is gonna take a little bit, given that I have to pack the structures as well. Also, someone got the impact cube. I forgot I made an impact cube. I'm wondering if I should actually make impact cubes as like a regular thing that players can use and whatnot. I have to do this on both sides as well. And I need to do the weird method to get it to kind of go up. I'm gonna need to show, actually, I'm gonna need to show all of you like how I got the minecart to kind of go up a little bit. Oh, I think I'm almost there. Now the good thing is if anyone ends up just randomly placing cart tracks and I need to get rid of them, I can just railgun the map. Oh, cart track. Just a regular one. Oh, no, that was, that one does not have health. When did I make that? Oh yeah, that's just destroyed. I'm glad I didn't accidentally end up destroying everything that I needed. Now, oh, I'm not gonna like doing this. Temporary. Temporary. Ah. Hold on, what team are you on? What? What is this? Ah! Wait, I didn't give myself infinite health. I forgot to. I thought I did. I didn't consider putting caltrops on the spawn. There is something I wanted to come up with, which was like team doors. Basically, the idea of team doors is that like players have this safe spawn area. I could actually make the safe spawn area some sort of like a dropper, so like once you spawn in you can grab your gear and then kind of drop down, but you can't go back up. So get your gear and go. I could actually kind of put that in like on the side here or something, but that could also be camped. Basically, camping could be an issue if there's not like a door or something that you can open and close. I think team-only doors is a good way of managing that. So let me move the caltrop up. Ow. Okay, let me go back to blue team so I can, like, fix this. Now, there's a reason why I had to remove these, otherwise the minecart tracks would be slightly higher than they should be. Cart track platform island, that's what I'm looking at. I knew this would be a problem if I left it for later, and I kinda have left it for later, but at least I'm doing it now. This is gonna take a little bit to fix. Wait, it's already here? Oh yeah, this isn't the one I broke. I broke the other one. I need 5 of them. Well, I'll take 6 just in case. Cart spawner. No, infinite health. Okay, so I accidentally got an extra cart spawner, but now I have like the funniest idea ever of the most useless cart in the entire game. So this is how I did it. Yeah. Let's place the gold sheet where I need to. Now I utility hammer this. And I need 4 sheet? No, I need 5. 5 plated gold sheets. Wait, is it 5? Oh yeah, I'm fixing it. That's a little bit wrong. Oh yeah, normally they squish down it hasn't happened this time. I'm gonna need to test that minecart, actually. I wonder what happens if I get rid of this. Basically, I need to test if the minecart can go backwards. But, like, not just at speed, but also just generally. Like, even when it's going slowly. Yeah, so it can... Oh. Okay, hold on, let me test this. Oh. It works! Okay, there we go. It works as intended. Oh. Thanks. Oh yeah, I might have made a mistake. This is a little bit difficult to get in this state. Oh. Wait, is it? Oh, no. That ain't in right. Let me try and, like, actually get it in now. No. I think they left. What the? That wasn't meant to happen. This is gonna be... I made this worse for myself. There we go. I still have other things aligned to it before having it play. Oh, they did the thing. Can't remember if there's supposed to be an extra. Let me check. This is actually something I can check here. There is one more going out. So there should be one more platform. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of that at some point. It's not indestructible though, so I can very easily railgun it if I need to. That might be indestructible. I hope not. I'm busy. There we go. Minecart track works again. I might actually place a flooring there as well. Oh, utility hammer. I get it. Yeah, it's not aligned. It's really annoying to get stuff like this up here because you need something to place it onto. I have actually suggested, I think somewhere in the Discord server, like the suggestions channel, for like more vertical tracks. So like instead of stuff like this, but like the tiny up ledge, you can... Did I get rid of I'll get rid of this one too. Oh wait. That might work. Wait, how do you do that? What? That's connected perfectly. Oh my gosh. I might actually keep this. I'm considering keeping this now, just because of how well it connects. Well, mostly. It actually... Oh wait, even from no speed you can get up that. How is this working? Ah! Oops. Wait, hold on a minute. Ah, but it's got limited health, and I can't change that. I need to check how this is being done. Is it? Oh, what the fuck? You could do that? I forget you can do that. Unfortunately, you can't pick routes with this, so it is just one straight line. I can make it turn. Oh, there's the other one. Wait, actually, I'm gonna try it, but I don't think it will work. Yeah, it was worth a shot. Whoa! Okay, I can fling myself. I am actually supposed to get the other one finished. So I should probably get around to doing that. Or I could just stop, because I'm a bit lazy right now. What happened? I'm gonna have to fix this. Because I think this might cause problems later. Wait, what? Oh, a small track must have been destroyed. And been replaced with this. Oh, I just realized something. This track was supposed to... Well, I'm not moving the mountain. Bruh. Well, I could make item spawners for, like... Well, I might actually make the minecart. Actually, I've got a better idea. Since I'm a bit lazy right now... Oh. Okay. Where was the item? There was an item that could be used for this. I'm gonna check the wiki, because I know this exists. There's an item for this. Nope, that is not cube combination. There we go, that's cube combination. Alright, so I'm gonna search cart tracks and I'm gonna see if it brings up the item that I am looking for. No. There it is, Rail Factory. Alright, so I guess if players want to be to stay in here for a bit and just build, I will make a rail factory, and hopefully it works. Now it runs on... requires Forge Cube. Wait, it didn't require a Forge Cube before. Wait, does each thing require a different thing? Okay, no, it used to be an enrichment cube. Oh, it is an enrichment cube. And I will make an item giver for enrichment cubes for now. I have just realized... I thought, like, because they can be used to grief. Because it is possible to put utility hammer... I was thinking it might be possible to put utility hammer into the thing, and you would get... Yo... This has actually quite a decent amount of potential. Anyway, I need to go. But, I mean, that's why I made that. I do need to make the tracks indestructible, the bottom tracks. But I feel like now there is just going to be this second track for some reason. It looks so out of place, but at the same time, it just works. So yeah, there's one track that's normal and one that's like a massive headache and just really strange. It just goes like, yeah, there it goes. It's got like loop-de-loops in it or something. It's about the worst way to reach your destination possible. Hold on a minute. Alright, there we go. The server is safe. Actually, I should probably clear all items just to make sure. Because if there's a single utility hammer on this map, it's going to be able to destroy the server. Clear items. I am going to clear all items in a second. There it goes. I had to make sure that some of the items were removed. Like, no clip and stuff. Mainly utility hammers. Wait, what the? Is that gonna go back into an intersection? Oh wait, no. This looks fun. I gotta go though. Wait, what? Spawner? Oh. Oh, it goes. That's an upwards one. I thought it looked a little strange. Because there's no wood in the middle. Other side. Oh, I see. Ah, but I need no clip now. Wait, what team am I on? Hopefully the right team. I am on the right team for this. Oh wait, I could have swapped between either one anyway. This can happen on the bottom track as well. I was planning on making, like, potentially other tracks on the sides. Wait, these tracks have limited health. Wait. I can do it. I can do it. Ah! Come on. Yes! I like the explosion. Alright. I am not quite gonna end stream. Instead, I'm going to look and see if there's a random, like, really well-made sandbox server. Sometimes there is. It's a weird thing that happens. Public. Battle for Admin, Boss Insanity version 14. Shimmy. Actually, I want to see what Shimmy is. Cube Civilization. I've seen that before. Okay, so this is what Shimmy looks like. Look what you did. What is this? Okay, so most of the walls are indestructible, except that one, which is almost completely destroyed. Wait, 155Q? Is that 155 quadrillion? Oh my god. Ah! Ah! My head! I'm stuck! Oh, this is the end for me. Okay. Oh, I can move chat back here, actually, because there's, like, I don't have, like, an admin panel or anything. Public servers. What is this? Battle for admin is completely empty now. Well, not completely empty, but let's see what this server is. I can't read the name. Oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. So there's teams. Blue, yellow, green, and neutral. What the? They made a bowl. That's cool. That is so many volts. Oh my god. It's so many! There you go, you've got like the basic building materials here. And apparently like the default ones are gone. Okay, what is... Oh wait, I was gonna say what are the rules? I can't read this language. Also, what is it with the barriers? Is it so... Oh, that's smart actually. In fact, I should have considered that in my game. There's barriers so you can't get close enough to edit them. That makes sense. Then of course there's an empty chessboard. This is a shop. Anyway, the speed coil, I'm gonna need that. What are these? Reinforced concrete corner wall. Oh yeah, I thought they looked familiar. Like, it's a yellow so it's a corner wall and whatnot. So this is like fighting. How do you even... Okay, so they're like merged into each other, but this is like a lot of Z fighting if you... Oh yeah, I can see all the Z fighting now. But this is very impressive. This is what I mean about sandbox. Also, hold on, I'll join it in a second. This is an entire house. Oh, and even that is barricaded. But I am curious as to what this is. Like, stuff like this, it's just really well made. Green team. Forsaken. Azuki's, Cryo, Azuki's, Cube Destroyed. So with Azuki's you can spawn any boss. Also Poseidon has more than Forsaken's blade. That's crazy. Team neutral. Like, stuff like this is so cool. This is the kind of stuff I want to be able to make. Like, giant kind of maps like this. But that's why I wanted to try and work on something that's more than just the islands and platforms. But I feel like this game's managed to do that really well. It is just, it is still a lot of the islands and platforms. But like, there's a lot of things that are unique about it. Spawn is actually quite clean, and you've got like all of these structures everywhere. Alright. Wait, what is your server? How do I join it? What's the name of the server? Free, you can do anything. Battle for admin. Shimmy. Ah, okay. I should be able to find that. Defend the center, beating the game. Oh! I didn't know that was a... Ah. RPG world. Ah. Railgun. Yeah. Can I do it? Ah. No, I cannot. Whoa, what's that? Oh, it's like a tiny ledge here. I'm just gonna start going everywhere. This is what happens. I'll just start going all over the place. All I need is like a tiny ledge and I am immediately gone. All I need is like a tiny ledge and I'm just immediately gone. Wait, that tower? It is kind of strange seeing like all the towers kind of like this. Wait, hold on, I want to check this out. And then I'll teleport back. This is a really small tower. I wonder if I can open the final door from the outside. I don't think... Like, I've tried to do it before, but I think it checks. Da da da. Wait, actually it looks like a bunker now. Like, you open that and you can go in. And as long as you keep it closed, it's like, it actually works as that. Ah. I'm dead. Yay. I'm just gonna start taking out ones. Nah, I kinda gotta go though. I don't know if I can stream this tomorrow. I might actually, like, I might still stream, like, the building the game tomorrow. And I guess the goal of that stream should be finishing the mountain. The mountain will never be finished. It's just too difficult. It would actually be interesting to see, like, if I could get enough players in one server to make, like, a big community building project or something. Like, just give a base plate and a bunch of random things and see what happens. Yeah, if I could get, like, 40 players. Oh, yeah, there's a furnace in there. I have the 30 player game pass. Alright, anyway, I am gonna have to go. Let's go see the base plate. Ah. Why do I keep spawning inside some? Is there like? I think there's a team neutral spawner under the ground or something. I'm being shot at. Alright. Bye.